So, yes, I think maybe we're live. Good evening, everyone. So, let's see, we've got Count Beauty, we've got Montespan, and I think there are a couple more in here as well, although they haven't commented yet. So, let's start with this phrase that I've put here. A stitch in time saves 9. Okay? So, a stitch in time saves 9. So what does this mean? Okay, this phrase, a stitch in time saves 9, means if you do something when it needs doing, then maybe you're going to avoid lots more problems later. Yeah, so a stitch in time saves 9. So it saves 9 stitches that you're going to have to do later. Okay, so Gianluca, good evening Lolly, good evening MX25. Yes, it's wonderful to see you all. So let's try another of these idioms then. So the next one is strike while the... Okay, Professor Bruchos. Yeah, Bruchos. So, what's this idiom then? Strike while the hair. Ooh, MD Sadosh as well. Good. So, strike while the... What's the answer to this one? Strike while the hair. This means do something while the opportunity is there, because if you don't... Yes, very good, Sarosh. Very good indeed. Strike while the iron is hot. Great. And let's try another one of these then. What's the next one I got here? Ah, yes. The proof of the pudding. The proof of the pudding. There. So, strike while the iron is hot, it means act now. Act while the opportunity is available. So, the proof of the pudding, what's this one? The proof of the pudding. What goes with this one? Is in the taste. Okay, that's the meaning, but is not in the taste, in the... In the what? In the eating. Very good, Gianluca. Yeah, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Great. Let's try another one of these. So the proof of the pudding is in the eating. This means that you only know if something's going to work when you actually try it. Yeah? You don't know if my cooking's any good until you've actually tasted the yummy things that I make. So here's the next one. The pen is mightier... Yes, well done, Lolly, in the eating. So, the pen is mightier. The pen is mightier than what? What comes next with this? The pen is mightier. The pen is mightier. What comes after this? This one means than the sword. Yes, very good. Fresh off the boat. Well done. Well done, Gianluca. Well done, Sarosh. So the pen is mightier than the sword. The sword. This means that words are more powerful than violence, and I think I quite agree with that idea. So let's try another one. One swallow doesn't. Than the sword. You need the S, Lolly. So one swallow doesn't. One swallow doesn't what? One swallow doesn't... I'm sure you know this one. So this one says that you may see a sign of something, but that doesn't mean it's necessarily true. Words will never hurt me. That one's sticks and stones, Count Beauty. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Very good, Montespan. Yes, one swallow doesn't make a summer. So when you see the first swallow, the swallow is a bird. When you see the first swallow, it's a migratory bird. It doesn't mean summer is here yet. Yeah? So The fact that you're doing well doesn't mean you've passed your exam yet. Okay, maybe the next one's slightly more difficult. Out of sight. Out of sight. What goes with this? Out of sight. Yeah, out of sight. So, yeah. Well done, Lolly. Doesn't make a summer, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, out of sight. What goes with this? Out of sight. Ah, well done, Count Beauty. Out of mind. Okay, so it means if you can't see something, you don't think about it. Yeah, people tend to think about problems or try and find the solution to them when they're there. But if you put things out of sight, then out of mind. Yeah, out of mind. And let's try another one. Okay, practice makes... What goes with this one? Practice makes... Near the heart. No. So, practice makes... Well done, Montespan. Practice makes what? It means if you practice something a lot, you get better at it. Yeah, you get to do it really, really, really well. So, practice makes... Well done, Richard. Well done, Count Beauty. BTS guy, well done. And Sarosh and Lolly. Practice makes perfect. I guess that's why you are all here. Yeah, you want to practice your English to make it perfect. Okay, and another one then. Yes, try this one. Pride comes. A man perfect. Good evening, Anshul. And Anoop. Okay, pride comes when? Pride comes, a man perfect and woman too. Pride comes, pride comes what? Sorry, what goes in here next? Pride comes, I think we've probably got a little bit more lag on this now. Pride comes before... I nearly gave it away, didn't I? Pride comes... Well done, Sarosh. Before a fall. That's very good. Pride comes before the fall. Before, I think I would say before a fall. Most normally. So pride comes before a fall. And I didn't put this last one here. Practice makes perfect as well. Yeah. So, oh no, before a fall. Wow, I've written before. Let's see. Montespan, it's a small mistake, the difference between a and the, but it's best if you can get them right. Okay, so pride comes before a fall. And let's try one more of these then. Okay, I like this one. Put your money. What comes after this? Put your money. More difficult. No, this one's not so hard. Put the money. So, what comes next? Put your money. Well, put it in a safe place. Okay, nice of you to wake up in the middle of the night, Anoop, because I know it's very late in India. Put your money where your mouth is. Exactly. Very good. Well done, Count Beauty and Gianluca. Put your money where your mouth is. Okay, put your money where your mouth is. So don't tell me how good this is. Spend your money on it. I want to see you acting in concordance with what you're saying. Okay guys, so let's change now And what I'd like to do is, okay, yes, this is just a little exercise. So I'm going to put here 4 sentences. Now, only one of these is correct. Put your money where your mouth is. Only one of these 4 sentences is correct. And I need to know which one it is. So, I hardly have no friends. Hardly do I have any friends. Hardly I have any friends. I have some friends, hardly. Prepositions with every and last. So, Montespan says D. I have some friends, hardly. So, which one of these is correct? Lolly goes for A. Gianluca goes for B. All's correct? No. There's only one of them correct, Lolly. So, what does where your mouth... So, put your money where your mouth is. So, don't tell me how good this horse is and how it's going to win, but bet on it. So this is really interesting. We've had a couple of correct answers, but you're going for all of them. So let's see who's done well. Well, Gianluca, you got it right with a B, and you, Sarosh, and Richard with a B. Okay, it's B. It's this one. Hardly do I have any friends. The reason is because when a sentence starts with a negative adverb, like hardly, then you have to use an interrogative form, but only when it's the first word. Let's see. I hardly have any friends. If I made that into any, that would be correct. Hardly do I have any friends. That's correct. Hardly I have any friends. No, we've got to say hardly do I have any friends. I have I have some friends. I think I need... So and this last one I can't make it right. So notice, hardly do I have any friends. So let's see. What I wanted to do with this is just give you a short list of these negative adverbs that do these strange things. So let me just make a bit of space here, and let me put this up. So if a sentence starts with any of these words, but starts first word of the sentence, then you need what is called an inversion. Inversion. I-N-V-E-R-S-I-O-N. It means you use the question form. So hardly do I understand what he says. Barely do I ever go to the cinema. Scarcely have I seen such good quality. No longer do I live in the UK. Rarely have I eaten such good food. Seldom do I drink alcohol. Hardly ever. Hardly ever have I been to such a wonderful concert. Never do I speak in such a way. No sooner had I arrived home than the phone rang. Hardly and barely. Yes, they're the same thing, Richard. We start a sentence with never. So, for example, never have I visited Japan. Yeah, never have I visited Japan. That's a way to start a sentence with. But notice, it's still got this inversion, okay? Okay, so notice this. It's this is a good a C1 grammar topic. Yeah, this is quite hard grammar. If you're going to pass the advanced or the CPE, you need to be able to do these grammar inversions. Okay. Fresh. Why don't we put a question in the end or at the end? Question mark. It depends if it's a question or not. Okay, so I'm going to change now. And what do I want to do now? Okay, I want to do a story with you. I've done this before several times. This story is called The Boy and the Hazelnuts. Okay, The Boy and the Hazelnuts. This is a story. So, wait a second, Sham. Hardly ever did anyone tell me the truth, or hardly ever does anyone tell me the truth. So, this story is called The Boy and the Hazelnuts. A hazelnut is a small round nut and it's very tasty. So, I'm going to read this story and then I'm going to read the first half of the story and then... Okay, no, I never visited Japan is correct because never is not the first word. Yeah, never have I visited Japan, Lolly, but I have never visited Japan. Okay, so I'm going to read this story for you guys. A boy put his hand into a jar full of hazelnuts. He took as many as he could possibly hold, but when he tried to pull out his hand, he was prevented from doing so by the narrow neck of the jar. Unwilling to lose his hazelnuts and unable to withdraw his hand, he burst into tears because he was bitterly disappointed. So let me read it again. A boy put his hand into a jar full of hazelnuts. He took as many as he could possibly hold, but when he tried to pull his hand out, he was prevented from doing so by the narrow neck of the jar. Unwilling to lose his hazelnuts and unable to withdraw his hand, he burst into tears because he was bitterly disappointed. Okay, that's very good, Eric. So, why did the boy start crying? Why did the boy start crying? Yeah, this is clearly the question. Why did the boy start crying? Why did the boy start crying? Good evening, Funda. So why did the boy start crying? You can't have your cake and eat it. Notice not the cake, but your cake. You can't have it all. That's very good, Gianluca. I like that a lot. He couldn't escape from the narrow neck of the jar. Yes, so his hand goes into the jar, but he's got lots of hazelnuts in it, and he can't pull them out. His hand stuck in the jar. He could not withdraw his hands. Great, guys, great. So let me just put this here, and then I'm going to read it to you. This doesn't fit now, does it? Of course not. So I'm going to have to make this just ever so slightly smaller. Sorry about this, guys. You're going to have to bear with me. Make it 26. Yes, that's good. So like that we can actually we can actually see what I'm writing. And I missed a word here, tears. Okay, so a boy put his hand into a jar full of hazelnuts. He took as many as he could possibly hold, but when he tried to pull out his hand, he was prevented from doing so by the narrow neck of the jar. Okay, so the neck of the jar, it's big enough for him to put his hand in, but if he holds lots of hazelnuts, he can't get it out again. Unwilling, not wanting to lose his hazelnuts and unable to withdraw to take out his hand, he burst into tears, started crying because he was bitterly, very disappointed. Okay guys, so let's continue. Let me give you the second part. A bystander said to him, "Be satisfied with half the amount of nuts, and you will easily be able to take your hand out." And the moral says, do not attempt too much at once. So, a bystander said to him, "Be satisfied with half the amount of nuts, and you will easily be able to take your hand out. Do not attempt too much at once." I like your solution, Eric. That's a very good solution. So, what's a bystander? A bystander is somebody who's standing nearby. What solution did he suggest? What solution did the bystander suggest? Yeah, that's the question. What solution did the bystander suggest for the boy? Let go sounds fair enough. But what the bystander didn't say let go of all of them. What did he say? Let go. So, what did the bystander say? You can't serve two masters. I like that. That's quite nice. So, what did the bystander say? Okay, Funda, listen to it after. It's okay, there's a recording of this so you can listen to it again. Okay, so we've got this question about the bystander. So I think I should put this bit here, and this bit fits. Picking bit by bit, not the whole amount of nuts. Well done, Count Beauty. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, Gianluca, that's good. To just be satisfied with half the amount of nuts. Drop a little of the hazelnuts. Well done, Lolly. Grasp less hazelnuts. Eric, that's great. Good evening, Mariam. Eric, half of them. Yes. Not to complain. That's great, Janat. So, a bystander, somebody standing near, said to him, "Be satisfied with half the amount of nuts, and you will easily be able to take your hand out." And then the moral says, do not attempt too much. Thank you, Montespan. Good answer. Okay, so I think this is also like learning vocabulary. You need to learn a little bit of vocabulary every day. Try to learn 2 words every day, because if you learn 2 words every day, you will learn those 2 words well. You will remember them. And then continue and continue and continue. Okay, so, yeah, this is the story for today. Okay, I'm going to change again. Let's try this. This is slightly different as well. Okay, so I've got a few very, very unusual, or rather unusual, irregular verbs. So the first one is fling. Hats off to you. I take my hat off to you. It's a compliment. My hat off to all of you, because you all speak a good quality of English. So fling. 2 questions or 3 questions. What's the past simple? And what's the past continuous? Sorry, the past participle. And what does it mean to fling? Here, I agree with you, Shin. Turn the jar over will be much easier. So, to fling as a verb. What's the past simple and what's the past participle of this verb? And what does it mean? To fling. Okay, I think there's probably quite a lot of lag as all the people are coming in. There are no answers yet. So, to fling. To fling. What's to fling? To fling. Fling. Well done, Montespan. Good work, my friend. Fling, flung, flung. And yes, okay. Mana. Well done, Mana King. To throw. To throw as hard as you can. Yeah? Good. To throw, to cast. I like it. Fling, flung, flung. Let's try another one of these. So the next one is mow. So this is another irregular verb. This is another irregular verb. What's the past simple? What's the past participle? And what does it mean? Notice. So, okay, Eric, it means to throw, to hurl, to throw as hard as you can. Yeah, to throw, to fling. Yeah, he flung stones at me. He flung me out of the office. Yeah? So, okay, the next one is to mow. What's this verb, to mow? What's the past simple, the past participle? And, okay, manner, it means to cut grass. Exactly. To mow. You mow the grass. You have a lawn mower. And what's the past of this? Know, knew, known. Mow, mowed, mown. Well done, Juan Manuel. Okay, good to see you. So, mowed and mown. So notice the past simple is regular, yeah? And the past participle is irregular. Yeah? Mow, to mow the grass. Okay, testament. A testament is evidence, perhaps. So, yes, you mow the lawn. Let me put the next one up here. And, oh, I like this one. Next one is shed. So, 3 questions again. Past simple, past participle, and the meaning. To have something on the back burner, to be, not to have it as the centre of your attention. You're continuing to do a little bit with it, but you're not paying your full attention. It's not the most important thing in your life. Well done, fresh off. No, okay, mowed. I would say mown. I have mowed the grass. Maybe mowed as well would work as a regular past participle. So shed a light. That's good. Shed light on. So shed. What's? Give me more meanings of shed. Moan over the doubt. I'm not sure I know that one. So, shed. What's the past simple? What's the past participle? And what does it mean? Shed. Well done, Montespan and fresh off the boat. Yes. Shed. Okay, shed means to get rid of. For example, in autumn, when it gets cold, the leaves shed their tree. The trees shed their leaves, so they fall to the ground. The Loose skin. That's very loose skin. I love that, Lolly. A reptile, a snake, can shed its skin, to slough off its skin. Or maybe you have a cat that sheds hair. Yes, exactly, Ahmed. The snake sheds off its skin. Shed, shed, shed. Exactly, Eric. So you could shed hair as well. Or, yeah, okay, a dog shed. A shed can be a building. But this time, at the moment, we're looking at shed as a verb. Okay, so many companies, when times get difficult, they shed, they get rid of, they sack workers. Okay, so I think that's probably enough for today, my friends. Let's see the difference between testament and testimony. Woof, I think that's probably worth a video. Testimony is the evidence somebody gives, particularly in court. A testament, it's either something that proves something is true. It's evidence that shows something is true. Okay, you shed off your boring English teachers. That's great. Shed a tear because I'm missing you. Ooh, shed tears. Okay, flying colours. To pass with flying colours means to do something really, really well. So if any of you have an exam this week, I hope you all oh, I like that spill. I hope you all pass it with flying colours. Okay, a witness. A witness is a person who sees something, and then in court they give testimony. I'm from the UK. I'm not from the US. I'm pure English, and English from England. Okay, so to shed, to get rid of. Hair. Okay, so have I been affected by Storm Ciara? No, because I live probably 1,000 miles from the UK. You failed with flying colours? No, you don't fail with flying colours, you pass with flying colours. Okay, so my friends, I think that's going to be enough for today. It's been great seeing you all here. It's wonderful having you here. Thank you for participating. Watch the videos that come out every evening at 6 p.m. UK time, or one's normally 6:40. Is 5:45 and the other one's 6 o'clock British time. And I will be here again next week, I hope, cross my fingers. So thank you all so much. You've been a great crowd. Goodbye for this evening, and I'll see you again.